On your question, as to end the discussion in a way, look, India is today, as I said, 5th largest economy, 3rd largest very soon. If one looks at some of the studies and forecasts, there is a forecast that by 2047 we will actually cross the $30 trillion level, and by 2075 we would actually be the second biggest. The Goldman Sachs says that we'll be the second biggest economy at 52.5. So those are the trends. Now we can argue, I mean, a lot of things happen in real life, but there's no question today that there is a certain momentum, there is a certain growth, and there is certain confidence that this will be maintained there. That's one aspect of it. The other aspect of it is the demographics. We are today the most populous country, but if you look at it, again, median age is still not very high. So many of the concerns which other societies have had about going grey very early are not necessarily concerns which India would have to that extent. The third is the nature of the world itself. You know, we today talk so confidently, and rightly so, saying, okay, we are entering an AI era, we are talking chips, you know, we are talking very deep technologies. All of which means that, in a way, the metrics of power, you know, we are no longer talking necessarily how much money do you have in your national treasury and how big is your army. There are many other metrics of influence which will happen. So if you ask me, do I envision this rise of India, and am I planning for it? My answer to you would be a yes. So we do talk today, even amongst ourselves in India, saying, look, we will be a leading power, and we have to prepare for a global footprint, because you cannot suddenly one day turn on a switch and say, I want to be global. It's a very, very steady, gradual process of actually establishing your footprint around the world. But having said that, where I would differ with you on the idea of a Pax Indica, the reality is the world is a very diverse place. There are today almost 200 countries in the world. Pax anything, Pax Americana, I mean, any Pax of a country is actually a distortion of that diversity. It is when one country or one power goes out and dominates other countries, often at great cost to the world and to those countries. That's how you got a Pax Britannica, or you got a Pax Romana. So we would favor actually diversity, what we call multipolarity. We think that different regions, different countries must have their fair share. You know, being, we had, my first question was on this issue of, do you have a moral view? To me, a moral view would actually be a just view of the world, that every region, every country has a fair share in global decision making. They're all stakeholders in what we live. And I think that would be much more in tune with Indian tradition, with Indian outlook towards life. We are by nature a pluralistic people. Even our own traditions have not been that kind of domination of a Pax, whatever it is. So I think that would be the vision, in my view, that we should really share with the world.